Morning boys, Saturday 7 a.m, just finished legs and morning cardio. See the apartments behind me? 23rd of August. No one was really in that gym this morning. There was one other guy, and I was thinking, like, the kind of people that are in the gym at 6 a.m. on a Saturday morning, there must be something wrong with them. There must be some kind of level of tact. There must be some kind of demons they're facing, some kind of goal they're working towards that other people can't really fathom. Because it's not like a feeling of joy that gets you in the gym at 6 in the morning. It's not, you don't feel elated to go and do it. The thing that gets you in the gym at 6 in the morning when everybody else is sleeping and you're deciding to put your goals ahead of comfort is pain. It's pain. It's pain in the current situation that we're in. It's the pain of not being the man that we are, that we desire to be yet. It's the pain of all of the wasted time that we've gone through in our lives that have led to us not being in the current position that we want to be in. Last night, I went for dinner and a talk with one of my boys, well, a few of my boys, but one of my boys was telling me that there was this girl from my hometown and he was speaking to her in the gym and she was saying, "Oh, you're friends with Hassan, aren't you?" He was like, "Yeah." And she started talking about me and she was like, sort of seeing how I'm posting on social media and all this kind of stuff, and she was like, "Yeah, it's crazy how he's just converting all these people to Islam, but he's just a crackhead." And that's most people's realities. Most people can't comprehend growth from other people. Most people can't comprehend that someone has been in the same position that you were in and he's made a change. He's made a change in his life. He's turned his life around from the darkest depths that you are still in, and he's made something better out of his life. I'm not some Muslim preacher that goes around just trying to convert everyone to Islam. That's not my mission. Islam is a beautiful religion. Islam is the one backbone that helped me escape that life, along with the persistence and everything. But I couldn't have done anything without Allah. But it's not my complete intention to radicalize the UK. And it's not my intention to remain a crackhead. The person that we are in the past doesn't represent who we are now. For us to go through every single new transformation, we have to transform the mind. We have to transform the body. We have to transform the soul. And that comes from forging ourselves through pain. Through the pain that we put ourselves through every single day. This same girl was talking to my boy and like she was just hating on me and a couple of my other boys that post on social media, and he asked her like, "What are your big goals in life?" She's like, "Yeah, I want to make 100k a year." And the thought of that, just like, life's not all about money, but it's a way to keep score and it's a way to measure what you think of yourself. And so many people just wrap these chains on themselves. Like this hometown syndrome of, "Oh, well, yeah, we go to the pub on the weekends and then, yeah, well, oh, this guy has decided he's too good for us now and he's trying to better himself, so screw him. At least I've got my friends." They use their pain to define them in the complete opposite way. But the thing with me and you is, bro, we use our pain to sculpt us into the man that we know we can become. Every single day we have that opportunity, we have that force, we have that fire of realizing, oh shit, there's a bunch of people out there that are that are no better than me, but they're living a better life than me right now. They have things that I've not done yet. They've accomplished things that I haven't done yet. Their parents probably aren't working. They're living in a new realm of abundance because they went through the pain earlier and used it to sculpt them into their ideal form of themselves. Even with me waking up all the time at 5 a.m. and going to the gym and working all day, I still get the doubts. Like, I still get the feeling of, oh, is it working? Like, why am I not in the position I want to be in yet? And the truth is, it's all down to my mind. It's always the mind that holds us back. It's always the comfortability that holds us back. And even if you're putting in the work every single day, there's still some limiting beliefs that are holding you back, because that's why we're still in this position. The 100k a month version of us, he's removed his limiting beliefs. The 200k a month version of us, he's removed his limiting beliefs. The £1 million a month has removed his limiting beliefs. Because when we start operating on that plane, we're going to be that person. So the best thing that we can do is act like him now. When I had to quit all the vices, I had to adopt the identity of the man who didn't pursue fake dopamine in the form of drugs and women and partying and all those kind of things. When I started my sales agency, I adopted the identity of someone who works 16 hours a day and is inspiring and uplifting and motivating and is leading from the front. And that's exactly what I did. And that's why our team emulated that so well. And now my mission is to come on social media and share all of the lessons that I have learned and I'm still learning to help us all watching these videos and waking up early in the morning and sticking to our tasks and our habits every day become the absolute highest form of ourselves. Because it's not about the model, it's about the man. It's not about, oh, well, I'm doing ecom right now, but I'm stuck at 10k a month, so this guy's doing Forex and TJR just bought a Koenigsegg and he's doing Forex, so I'm going to do Forex now. No, it's not about the model, it's about the man. You don't know how much time and effort and pain all of these other people have been through to get to the position they're in. The biggest blessing that we have is we get to wake up every day and work towards our highest selves. We have the ability to wake up. I've had 4 hours sleep and I woke up today with more energy than any of the other days out of the week. Because I had that fuel. I had that fire of this person doesn't even know the growth I've undergone. This person doesn't even comprehend the heights of what they can achieve. This person is holding themselves back from their fullest potential. And then I realized, if I'm not in the position that I want to be in, I'm holding myself back from achieving my fullest potential. There's times in a day where I can be doing more. There's times in a day where I finish a task and then my immediate kind of habit is to go on social media and productively procrastinate by scrolling, looking for inspiration or a bit of motivation. But that's not real. That's not actually benefiting me. The times when we have the most motivation and the most drive and the most discipline is when we have the solitude in our minds. Is when we watch a video like this, but then we put the phone down and get straight to the action. When we're not constantly putting this inflow of programming from other people into our subconscious. And we have the ability to foster independent thought and develop that internal monologue with ourselves where nobody can tell us anything else other than what we've created in our own minds. And that's how we get towards our goals. It's by becoming our own best friend, developing that internal accountability. When I did the cardio this morning, I had no earphones. My AirPods died. Look, they're dead. And I planned to listen to the audiobook of reality transurfing because it was so applicable to what I'm going through right now. And I've already watched it before, but I wanted it again. I could have gone upstairs to my flat and gone and charged my AirPods and then come back to the gym. But no, I sat there with the solitude, stood there, did the cardio with the solitude, with my own mind, with my own thoughts, and just worked myself up into envisioning everything that I'm going to execute on. How it felt in the present moment. I imagined my family's faces when I buy them their dream car, when they fully don't have to work. My mum's already not going to be working, but my dad, when they're able to wake up for their morning prayer, fajr, without worrying about work, without worrying about all of these things. I imagined building this community bigger. I imagined the impact that I could have on millions of lives. I imagined all of these things because when you sit there and visualize it and then take the steps to make it a reality, you realize there's nothing you can't achieve. The younger version of you when you were a child, he envisioned these things so deeply. I remember I wanted to be like an astronaut, a stockbroker, an esports player, just all of these different things because I understood there's nothing I can't achieve if I put my mind to it. But as life goes on, people and opportunities and situations make you believe that you can't do that anymore. People impose their own limitations on you as if you can't achieve the things that you know you can deep within. But that's where the solitude comes in. That's where the discomfort comes in. That's where you keeping your promises to yourself comes in. And you start to reignite those beliefs. You start to shape that new identity of yourself. The goals that we want in the future aren't unattainable if we start living like that man today. You want $1 million? Live like the man that makes $1 million. You want 10 million? Live like the man that makes 10 million. What does he do? What are his habits? What time does he wake up in the morning? How is his relationship with God? How nice is he to people? How does he treat people? What kind of charisma does he have? What aftershave does he wear? All of these things, you can start doing them now. And then it's only a matter of time until reality catches up. It's only a matter of time. So many people sugarcoat this advice, like, you can do anything you want, bro. Yeah, you can achieve your dreams. It just takes time. But we have to force the time to come to us today. Live like him today. What does he do? Are you living the life that he's living right now? Or are you sleeping in? Or are your bed sheets too much of a comfort, it's too hard for me to sacrifice the sleep. I just really need the 7 hours of sleep, the 8 hours of sleep. Bro, you sleep 5 hours a night, you're crazy. We never remember the times of comfort. I don't remember the times where it's like, oh yeah, I had 7 or 8 hours of sleep and it was really optimal, and then I went and did this gym session and then it was really good, and I sat and watched Netflix and then I scrolled some reels. We never remember that stuff, bro. Never. I don't remember that stuff. I remember the times where I had 3 or 4 hours sleep and I still went and did my work. I remember the times where I was putting in 18 hours a day to my sales agency and wasn't getting paid, but I knew the vision. I knew I'd start getting paid. I knew that this was a 7-figure opportunity. I knew the times when me and the team were sitting in Airbnbs and we had no money and we had £200 in our bank account, but we'd spend the money on takeaway and sit round and laugh. I remember those days. I don't remember the optimal times. I remember the times where I've been in prayer to Allah, crying, asking him to help me, crying out of gratitude as well. These are the things we remember. And those are the memories that we cherish. We're not going to remember. We don't want to live our lives wondering who we could have become. We want to live our lives satisfied and always growing. The minute you become content is the minute you stop growing. The minute you stop growing is the minute you start dying. And we have so much more potential than we realize. But we have to start living like him today. Keep pushing, boys.